And unit 1 is introduction of business. It deals with different economic activity take place each day, and business is one of them. We have hard business, we have hard commerce, we have hard words like trade, industry, etc. etc. Why business is important? Business is important because there are two sides of the business. One is you do study for your livelihood. And livelihood are categorized into business and non-business. Non-business means those are salad. Okay. And business means those who do the livelihood, those who earn their income on their own. So there may be some human activities also there. The human activities are divided into two types. One is economic activities, another is non-economic activities. In case of economic activities, they are divided into three. Economic activities are divided into three types. One is business, another is profession, and another is employment. Okay, profession and another is employment. The non-economic activities, what are the activities? Non-economic activities, they may be related to love, affection, social obligation, religious, physical requirement, patriotism. These are non-activities. NGO, charitable trust, these are non-activities. Household activity, okay. Economic activities are those which are performed for financial gain. Non-economic activities are those which are performed for social, psychological, and mental satisfaction and necessity. Economic activities are undertaken with the financial motive, and non-economic activities are undertaken with social and mental needs. Economic activities can be measured in financial terms. Non-economic activity will be measured in personal and fulfillment terms. The sector of economic activity deals with three sectors. Number one is primary, number two is secondary, and number three is tertiary. The primary sector is a sector which is related to withdrawal of the materials required for production. They are the activities which are dependent upon nature. Example of the sector are agriculture, forestry, fishery, hunting, mining, etc. Example of secondary economic sector are those goods which are produced by the raw material of the primary sector. This includes the cloth made by the raw material of cotton, jute, the Indian khadi industry, the construction of house. They are the secondary economic activity. The tertiary economic activity refer to the service providing activity, which can be seen in different sectors like transportation, education sector, medical services. Other example are retail, real estate, government sectors, judicial sector, insurance sector, financial sector, health sector, media sector, hotel, restaurant, and telecommunication. These are territory economic sector. Then we'll go for business, profession, and employment. What is the relationship? I've already told the objective of business is not profit maximization. The objective of business before was profit maximization. Now the objective of business is changed to triple bottom line concept. In 21st century, and during especially the corona has taught us that we will have to apply the concept of triple bottom line. The concept of triple bottom line tells us about 3P. What is the 3P? First P is relating to the planet. The second P is relating to the community, the people. The third P is relating to the profit. So focus first to the planet. Focus to the environment. You see, during COVID-19, due to this environment, the profit was reduced. Due to those people affected by the corona, the business were affected, the environment were affected, the profit were affected. So before we are telling that environment and people does not have a relationship with business. So environment and people are very vital for the business to prosper. So first focus on the environment, second focus on the people, and third automatically your profit will be coming out. So this is a three concentric circle of social, economic, and environmental aspect. The social deals with the people, the environment deals with the planet, and economic aspect deals with the monetary aspect. So here is the three interrelated aspect of business, profession, and employment. Business, any activity carried out with the objective of profit. Now the objective of business is changed. It concept to triple bottom line, that is 3P. Profession, any activity which helps in rendering specialized services, maybe a judge, maybe a chartered accountant, maybe a cost accountant, maybe company secretary. You can go for the professional sector also. Employment, any activity engaged or assigned to a person by the employer under an agreement, either maybe in a service sector, or the government sector, or in a manufacturing sector, then that is known as employment, in which you get the salary. There are different types of employment. One is full-time employment, employment in which individual works in a base number of years. There are part-time employment, employees work for few hours. There are casual employment. The casual employees are recruited on an irregular basis. The engagement depends on the need and importance of the business. There are contract employment. They are for a fixed duration. Fixed salary is there. Apprenticeship is there. Is a practice of giving training to the individual in a particular trade or profession. Person those are getting the apprenticeship, the full benefit of full insurance protection, maybe related to sickness, accident, unemployment, and pension. Seasonal employment are there. On a particular season, you employ that for the particular product, particular hotel. In a winter season, you go for to different places. Hotel and tourism is a very important sector. So making comparison between business, profession, and employment. Business, you need no minimum qualification is needed, but in case of profession, you need an expertise and specialized knowledge. And in case of employment, qualification is and training is given by the employer itself. Object of business, before it was profit earned, now also is profit earned, but now the triple bottom line concept is applicable. In case of profession, you charge the professional charges, professional fees, and in case of employment, you get the salary or wages. Business, the risks are uncertain, future is uncertain. Okay, in case of profession, there is certain risks, and there are some fees are also fixed for regular work. In case of employment, there is regular fixed amount of payment that you will get, and there is no risk. Every month you will get the salary. No code of conduct is there in business, but in case of profession, there is a professional code of conduct. Professional ethics is there to be adopted by the cost accountant, chartered accountant, company secretary, advocate, legal matters, legal framework, etc. In case of employment, there is also some norms of behavior which is laid down by the employer to be followed. The nature of work, in case of business, the goods and services to be sold. But in case of profession, you have to render some professional services. And in case of employment, the employment letter and service agreement is very important. As per that, you have to work. The nature of work will depend on the nature of place of work and the nature of agreement you get. What are the essential? I think you got the difference idea between business, profession, and employment. Now, what are the essential features of business? The essential features of business is that number one is dealing in goods and services. Obviously, when you're doing business, okay, now the business has a little bit changed. It has come to e-commerce business more often, but now it is changed. Before it was dealing with goods and services. You deal with manual goods. The goods may be consumer goods, sweets, bread, clothes, soaps, etc. You may deal with production and exchange. You produce or you buy and sell. You may be dealing with it regularly on a continuous basis. Your objective should be profit motive. Because business, we know before that objective is to earn profit. We do business for profit. And the more risks you take in a business, the more return you will get. But the risks should be taken with appropriate experience, expertise, efficient, effective, and calculated work. Systematic procedure should be followed, so that more risks will be converted into more return. Otherwise, the risks will be putting the business in a backward also. If you are not taking a calculated and systematic risks in a business, the risks will also make the business to go on a back foot. The objective of business, number one is economic objective, earning of profit, explore new product, explore new market, open new branches, create more customer, make the customer to be consumer, expand your business, make no new innovation in the product, existing product. In case of social objective, give more employment to the people, supply better quality of goods, supply goods with a reasonable price, provide return to the customer, consumer, stakeholder, public. Don't go for unfair trade practices. Number three is human objective. Human objective is a very vital objective because the organization means bringing together different components. You bring workforce together, you bring material together, you bring machine together, the capital also you bring together, energy you together, and everything you have to manage. That is known as management in the business. You have to put them all together systematically and coordinate them, control them effectively to achieve the object of earning profit in the business. There are different forms of business: sole trader, partnership, company, and cooperative. In sole trader, there is no specific act. In partnership, the Partnership Act 1932. In company 1956. Before it was there. Now this company at 2013. Cooperative Society Act also is the 1912. The sole trader, in one business can do any business. The business can also be differ from one season to another season. There is no rules and regulation. But in case of partnership, minimum 2% is needed to do a partnership. Maximum 20%, 10 in case of banking. In case of company, before it was there maximum 50, now it has been 200. And OPC, one person company, one man can do a company. And the addition of women director in the company has been also added. A company has to file application with ROC. Auditor has to be present in the meeting to give the report of the company. So these are some rules, new rules and regulations that have been incorporated in Company Act 2013. Then we'll go back to industry. Industry is a broader sense. It creates farm utility to goods. There may be farmer, factory, mines which make available a different variety of goods. Activity of human beings deals with extraction, production, construction, and fabrication of product is all there under coming under industry. Because industry is that part of business activity which is concerned with production of satisfying the want for goods and services with effective utilization of natural resources. ଆପଣଙ୍କର extractive industry ଥିବ, genetic industry ବି ଥିବ, manufacturing industry ଥିବ, construction industry ଥିବ. Extractive industry ଆମର ଆସୁଛି the nature of activity. Industry are of 5 type. On the basis of nature of activity ଆମର ଆସିବ extractive industry, genetic industry, manufacturing industry, and construction industry. On the basis of nature of goods produced, ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଆସିବ consumer goods produced, or consumer goods industry, producer goods industry. On the basis of level of investment, ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଆସିବ heavy industry and light industry. On the basis of size of the activity, ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଆସିବ small scale industry and large scale industry. On the basis of area of operation, ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଆସିବ regional industry, national industry, and multinational industry. तो अभी आप बात करेंगे extractive industry क्या है. The industry engage in discovering and extraction of natural resources like minerals, okay, mining, farming, quarrying, ये सब extractive industry, hunting, fishing. Genetic industry क्या है? Reproduction and multiplying plant and animal for earning profit. एक तो business है. Poultry farming, plant selling plant and etc. Nursery, breeding farms, fish culture. What is manufacturing industry? They're engaged in manufacturing a product. They convert raw material into finished product. Maybe sugar industry, cement industry, cotton textile industry, iron and steel industry. What is construction industry? This industry consume the product of manufacturing industry like bricks, cement, iron ore, steel, wood. They're engaged in the construction activity like construction of bridge, tram, okay, road, canal, railway line, etc. Then we'll come to, after business and industry, we'll come to commerce. Commerce is a bigger concept. All the activities which link between the products, producer of goods and services, or the producer of goods and consumer of these goods, who is producing the input and output, the link between the input and output, and there is a smooth flow of goods from input and output. The producer of goods, the input, and the consumer of goods, the output, all are coming under commerce. The commerce should reduce the hindrance of person. The hindrance of person should not be there. One person cannot go to another person to buy. It should reduce hindrance of knowledge. Every knowledge should be provided to the consumer. Now it is the era of e-commerce era, 21st century. So there is no problem now. Hindrance of time also. One person cannot go and purchase the product in other places, consuming time. They can order through online. A hindrance of place, person, time, and knowledge. Place also is important. For this area it is not available, that area it is not available. So this is another important criteria. Commerce include trade and aids to trade. What is trade? Trade means any activities related to purchase and sale. Aids to trade mean activity which help trade to function properly. There may be internal trade, takes place within the boundary of the country. There may be external trade, which takes place beyond the boundary of the country. The internal trade may have two types. One is wholesale trade, and another is retail trade. Buying and selling in larger quantity is known as wholesale trade. Buying and selling in small quantity is known as retail trade. The internal trade are of two types: wholesale trade and retail trade. External trade are of three types: import trade. When we buy from another country, it is import trade. Suppose India is buying from US, it is import trade. Export trade, suppose India is selling to Pakistan, it is export trade. Re-export trade, or it is known as interport trade. Re-export trade means, suppose India is purchasing from France and selling to Germany. Okay, import from one country and export to another country. This is known as re-export trade, or it is known as interport trade. Aids to trade. What are the aids to trade? One is transportation. Transportation helps trade. Movement of goods, services from one place to another. Warehousing, storage of goods a long period of time. Insurance, protection of goods. Movement of goods, there should be some protection. Advertising, to increase the sales of the good, there should be some advertising should be there. Banking, financing activity, investment activity. Banking plays a very major role. So transportation maybe it may be in land, through by air or through water. Land transportation by road and rail, air by aeroplane, and water by boat or sea. Warehouse, some of the goods which are stored in warehouse are some perishable goods like should be preserved very carefully, like milk, meat, and vegetable. Otherwise, they'll get spoiled. The warehousing helps to preserve goods when they need, they can be available by the consumer. Insurance give protection to the goods if destroyed during transit, during accident, during storage, during fire, during theft. Advertising helps providing knowledge to all the information, better flow of goods by television, radio, newspaper, magazine, coding, wall poster. Banking helps flow of goods by moving hindrance of finance and credit. There is lesser impact if the banking is done smoothly, then finance and credit will be lesser affected. The business can grow betterly because finance and credit is an important component of business, each and every business. Now it is a micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises. The micro, small, and medium enterprises are governed by Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Development Act 2006. Okay, it has more than 6,000 product. The definition which deals with is that if investment in plant and machinery exceeding sorry, investment in plant and machinery excluding land and building, engaged in manufacturing, production, processing or preservation of goods not exceeding 25 lakh is a micro enterprise. If it is more than 25 lakh, but 5 to till less than 5 crore, it is small enterprise. If it is 5 to 10 crore in between, it is medium enterprise. The benefit of registration MSME or Udyog Aadhaar, what is the benefit? To promote the growth of MSME, the government has given various concession and extend financial assistance to the unit. You can get benefit of concession of rate of interest and other subsidies from government. Under MSME, all kind of enterprise can obtain registration. The manufacturer, service provider are also eligible for MSME benefit. They are also required to get Udyog Aadhaar registration. The MSME registration is not mandatory, but the registration in India has been provided to get maximum benefit to different types of enterprises. Like easy availability of loan, government procurement criteria is there, low interest overdraft, lesser rate of interest in case of electricity, concession or electricity, rebate in taxation under MSMED Act 2006, 50% discount on IP, intellectual property protection, and MSME consultation center. Then we will go to, this is about the unit 1. Unit 2 is about technological innovation and skill development. What is innovation? What is technology? Technology is the most widely used word globally nowadays. Technology used invention, technology used innovation, technology used strategy making in technology, technology used development, technology used research and development. Innovation has been gained importance because due to this technology. Now, technology is the buzzword among younger generation. And innovation, you have to focus on new idea, creative thought, new imagination in the form of a mechanism to be applied, in the form of technique to be applied, providing better technique of application to the better solution. The same product, creative thinking of the existing product available in the market. The innovation has come from the Latin word, innovatium, that it means to take or to do something new. Invention and innovation, they also sometimes are quite nearby, but are different. Invention refer to a device or a process generated after study and experiment. The invention. गोटे स्टडी करवा गोटे एक्सपेरिमेंट करवा तापर जोटा बाहर तो काम कहबा इन्वेंशन हला. क्रिएटिविटी, इट इज द एक्ट ऑफ टर्निंग न्यू एंड क्रिएटिव आइडिया इनटू रियलिटी. क्रिएटिविटी कौन कहबा? नुआ आइडिया किछि, पूरा नुआ आइडिया जदि यू आर मेकिंग दैट इनटू रियलिटी, यू आर पुटिंग दैट इनटू प्रैक्टिस, योर आइडियाज एंड थॉट आर पुट इनटू प्रैक्टिस, देन दैट इज नोन एज क्रिएटिविटी. तो हमें गोटे डिफरेंस के हमें पढ़िबा क्रिएटिविटी, इन्वेंशन एंड इनोवेशन. Creativity है based on new thinking. Innovation है on primary scientific, innovation है on strategic thinking or technical thinking. Existing जिनसटा हमें different way में present करिबा. Invention है on scientific skill, scientific thinking. Creativity is a good idea, it should be communicated, useful and should be appealing. Innovation means to make that idea to be applied to the product. Invention means to create something new. Creativity cannot be clarified. It is made into a different types of activities, so that in case of invention, a new to the world discover. पूरा नया जिनस world को discover होइछि तो हम ताको कहै छै invented newly. Innovation is about changing a pattern or doing something different. Invention, innovation helps in solving a problem easily. It is a process of translating an idea. Innovation is the process of translating an idea or invention into a goods or service that will create value for which the customer is will pay. Different types of activities have started. Make in India, Made in India, Digital India, Skill India, by the Minister of Skill and Development Enterprises, Startup India, incubators, because incubators are the organization which show the path to startup, what are the strategy to grow and to get success. So there are different aspects of innovation. There are different types of innovation. There are different process of also of innovation. The process of innovation are number one is idea generation and mobilization. First, where does the idea will come? Idea is very important, and you have to mobilize that. Whether idea can be put into practice or not, whether it will get into benefit or not. Then you have the advocacy. Find out some other techniques related to that. Make a screening process of that, whether that will put into really can be accepted or not. Experiment that, put into commercialization that can get profit to the organization or not, and make a implementation procedure. Implement that. The different types of innovation. One is incremental innovation, which is the most popular type of innovation. The example is Facebook. The social network started in 2004. It is using incremental innovation in different forms. Okay, it is providing value to the customer. It is changing. Sometimes it is changing its color. Sometimes it is changing in features, giving advanced features which was not there before. Now it is giving. Before it was we can send message to a larger number of people, 50 or 30. Now you can, after 5 you cannot send. Disruptive in innovation. This is known as secret innovation. It used technological process to organize an current market. Apple iPhone is an example of disruptive innovation because when it disrupted the mobile phone market, when it entered, it catched all the segment, all the growth because of the new technology. Architectural innovation, this type of innovation takes lesson skill with the technology and applying like IBM and Dell, them using the technology which will be sustained for a longer period of time. Radical innovation, the good example is crowdfunding. Latest we have seen during Corona, COVID-19. This kind of innovation will give birth to a new idea, making the old idea and creating a revolutionary in technology. Then there comes in concept of Make in India versus Made in India. Make in India is a concept by the government of India and was launched in 2014. The main objective of this program is to solve the problem of employment. If you're expertise in particular field, you can make the particular product. Make the particular product. Start with business. Improve the GDP growth. The 5-6 organizations in India, like Tata, Birla, Jindal, Infosys, Wipro, who's combined together, 10 organizations combined together and make the GDP of India. The business is that which focus on the growth and development and employment aspect of the country. The highlight of this Make in India is that there may be some FDP to invest in manufacturing sector, foreign direct investment to defense sector also. Okay, and there may be some Made in India alternative to overcome if there is any problem. Made in India campaign also can be done. Okay, because some of the companies are coming and setting up their establishment in India and getting the business. Foreign companies getting the business in India. So let the product be outlined. If it cannot be produced in India, it cannot be manufactured in India, Make in India cannot be done, then it can be made in India. Because the product is manufactured in India should be written as made in India, not made in China or made in US. If the company of China and US are having and manufacturing in India. For that, India will get benefit. The Make in India, the factors of production of Make in India is foreign, but in case of Made in India, it is domestic. In case of brand image, Made in India is example is Amul, but in case of Make in India, it does not get a brand. It is an instrument. Digital India also had made to grow India on a faster speed internet service, to provide e-governance by reforming the sector, provide e-revolution in terms of electronic delivery of goods and services like Zomato, like Ola, Uber. It has helped us because of Digital India. Provide basic information to online platform. Basic information is needed to provide more opportunity of employment in IT sector. Okay. Skill development is an approach and a strategy. Skill development institute and incentives are there to set up the first Indian Institute of Skill in 2016. It set up in Kanpur. And Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana (PMKVY), it's a flagship program of MSDE, also was started. And recognition of prior learning program under PMKVY also was started. Natural Apprenticeship Promotion Scheme in 2016. It was also started. Educate training program was started with face-to-face training by ITI. Skilled India also started. National Skill Development Corporation was also started. The objective is to establish a quality vocational training institute. And during this national education policy also, skill and vocational education is given more priority. To play the role of market marker, okay, means to bring the financing, particularly in sectors whose market mechanism is ineffective. To bring to finance or finance those sectors where market is not there, to improve that sector. Enhance, support and coordinate private sector incentives for skill development through PPP. If government is unable to do, then private and public should mix together and should enhance the PPP mode. Startup India also is a flagship program of Government of India with a strong ecosystem. It's favorable for growth of startup business. Simplify the procedure, make a funding system support, and give an academic and industry interface so that incubation can be done. Incubator, already I have told, is the organization which show the part of the startup company to spread the growth and success. And the startup program give incubation support, like Atal in Innovation Mission started with the Atal Incubation Center in public and private sector. It helps to establish the incubation center in April like 2019-13. Atal Incubation Center has been approved, rupees of 10 crore each. In IIT Bhubaneswar, IIT BHU, IIM Lucknow, like this, it has been also established 8 incubators. This is about Unit 2. Then we'll go to Unit 3. Unit 3 tells us social responsibility and ethics. See, every person, every business organization has some duty to society. Objective is to do business, but also objective is to look for the environment and the people surrounding the business. CSR, corporate social responsibility, now also termed as community social responsibility, citizenship social responsibility for the society. It is closely related to business ethics. Business ethics refer to certain code of conduct or refer to what is right and what is wrong. Okay. CSR is a self-regulating business replica which helps the business or corporation to be collectively responsible regarding the partner, regarding the community. There are some advisory also that there should be objective of CSR to look for the economic, environmental, social aspect. The World Business Council for Sustainable Development also defines CSR, the continuing commitment of business to behave ethically. Not only one time you have to go and commit for the business, for the society, but there should be continuous commitment to behave ethically and contribute to economic development, improving the quality life of the workforce, as well as the environment, as well as the community and society at large. That should be the approach to social responsibility. There are 3 important theories of CSR. For CSR theory, number 1, it tells us to improve the welfare of the community, the good practices, good ethical values, voluntary decision, and positive influence. Stakeholder theory is that the stakeholders and their voices must be added to the corporate decision making platform. The interest should be of the stakeholders should be protected by the organization. Number three is triple bottom line. Already I have told planet, people, and profit, economic, social, and environmental concern. Before it was people, before it was profit, people, and planet. Now it has been changed because there are three pillars of sustainable goal and sustainable practices of business organization. Before it was people, profit, people, and planet. Now you opposite that, planet, people, and profit. The agenda of CSR is that to make the society a better place to work on, to have the legal constitution, to build up the corporate culture, and make the organization size to look bigger than the social responsibility with the help of CSR. The features of CSR is that there is a business case model of CSR, which is focused on the ability of CSR activities to give a positive result. Social values model should be implemented. An ethic or moral philosophy is a division of philosophy that include application of systematic protecting good idea but neglecting the bad conduct. Meta ethics tells us about good, bad, right, wrong. There may be normative ethics. Meta ethics means it's the nature of moral knowledge, proper ground for justifying moral claim. Normative ethics means ethics, moral philosophy ethics are three types: meta ethics, normative ethics, applied ethics. Normative ethics means what constitute the good life. What should I do? Who should I do? How to develop the analysis and how to critically view the various moral ethical values and theories. Applied ethics means how to generate practical moral answer, how to apply moral ethical theory to practice. What are the ethics you are telling you is applied really in term or not? Business ethics is surrounded by trust. You don't have a business ethics means you do not have a trust. Adequate behavior, rules regulation followed by principle, better relationship. The choice should be selected with the reasonable focus on the decision making, with all the decision making support of all the levels of management, reliability, and morality, with some values, with some action, and with some implication. Benefit of CSR or corporate responsibility is that it should have a better brand recognition, positive impact on the business reputation, better sales, loyalty of the customer. There may be some decrease in operational cost, better financial performance, growth of the organization. You can get funding easily. You can attract talented and good staff and retain them if you have a better CSR activities. Talking about the other aspect of CSR, the paradigm shift in CSR or the CSR in India. The CSR consists of, the corporate responsibility consists of CSR, is a broader term, corporate governance, and environmental accounting. This is very, very important. The corporate responsibility consists of the CSR. First, we discussed. Then, your corporate governance, maintaining or managing the company with rules regulation. Then, environmental accounting. Accounts are important, or the amount of money invested in environment. And what is the accounts? How much in companies invested in natural environment, society in general, etc. Because there are shareholders are there, stakeholders are there, mentors are there, bankers are there who are looking for this type of concept and project. What is your contribution to the society? CSR in India, there are 2013 Act tells us every company, private or public company, either a net worth of 500 crore or turnover of 1000 crore or net profit of 500 crore, net profit of 5 crore needs to spend. Again, I'm repeating, every company, private or public, is mandatory as per Company 2013 or as per Section 135 and Schedule 7 of the Company 2013. Net worth of 500 crore, turnover of 1000 crore, and net profit of 5 crore. Spend at least 2% of average net profit for the immediately preceding 3 years on the CSR activities. This is about CSR activities. Now the last unit is emerging opportunities in business, which is about the automation, artificial intelligence, robotic, e-commerce, m-commerce, franchising, logistics, supply chain, tourism, travel, okay, Internet of Things, outsourcing. Internet is a very important thing, nowadays. During COVID-19, we have been adjusted or accompanied to this type of classes, online classes. Internet of Things is a network of device, vehicle, and home appliances that contain electrical software, actuary, and connectivity, which allow things to connect, internet, and exchange data. So sitting in the home, you can exchange data all throughout the world. For this, the sustainable growth is also easily achieved. Technological explosion is a frequent increase in use of technology every day. Every day, new technology coming up. Innovation Counseling Partner has also predicted that Gartner has predicted 6.4 billion associated things will be used over the world over this year, which is 30% more than the last year. The new things are changing and coming out. The emerging trend in business, automation, that is artificial intelligence. Pizza Hut replaced waiter with robots to take orders and process payment. Walmart used automation to replace 7,000 accounting and invoicing employees. This is automation. iPhone maker also replaces 60,000 employees with robots. A new term is there, blockchain. It was designed to promise the trustworthiness of digital record. It is a practice for making an index of entry which cannot be changed after they are completed. You can make a record of that, and you will find out that it will be kept secretly and also saved perfectly for your use. Blocks store data after about exchange. For example, the date, time, and amount of your latest buy from online business that can you identify. Store data which is taken interest in exchange. Store data which help them in from different block. You can identify that. Apart from artificial intelligence, there is a machine learning technique. What is that machine learning technique? How does it help? The machine learning technique helps to identify, to find out how the machine will help the organization to move ahead. This is one of the important latest techniques used in this business. Big companies, they use this for better organization, because machine learning in the field of learning gives computer the potential to gain knowledge without being not be clear in the program. One of the most exciting technology that would have come across, the scientific study of algorithm and statistical model the computer use in actual fact to perform a task without any instruction. Automatically it will come. You give the language. Social shopping, according to the survey, the top 500 retailer brought in $6.5 million from social shopping 2017. Okay, you go to Amazon, you can find social shopping. Different things are there. Books is available, dresses are available, mobiles are available, etc., etc. is there. Foods are available. Robotic is now is coming with the new design, construction, operation. Car manufacturing company using robotic, and they're using for the control. Sensor is coming in mobile. Also, sensor is coming. If you touch it, will open. And information processing also there. Manufacturing robot handle tasks like different sorting, assembling, pickup, place order, greater speed. Another thing is that electronic retailing is a buzzword nowadays. B2C, mean business to customers. Business will give to customers. It is a sale of goods online, which you tell e-commerce. That is a part of that. e-retailing. Sell of goods to online. Anybody with the app, you can find out and you can sell also. E-retailing and e-commerce, what is the difference? E-retailing is the action of selling of retail goods on the internet, while e-commerce is the commercial transaction conducted by electronic means on the internet. So this is the difference. Retail entrepreneurship is there. You find that impact of technology business is very huge during COVID-19. There has been a very much more impact is there. Apart from security, efficiency and exposure, reduce business cost. Okay, work from home has been culture has been adapted. Good consideration to subcontract business operation to different organization. Potential enlargement in business and increased. Online app, different apps have been harmonized. Different apps have been used, adapted, invented. Changes in business are taking fast and quick and very speedy. E-commerce started in 1996. In 1997, IBM started e-commerce started by 1996. IBM in 1997, IBM started the use of e-commerce more with different technology, with the different inventory management. An online system was there which will track the inventory, the stock record, and online shopping is there. Electronic payment is there. UPI is there. Google Pay, Phone Pay is also there. You can pay that. You can use for business. You know, the traditional commerce and e-commerce. Traditional commerce is manual. You have to go to the place. E-commerce is automatic. Traditional is limited one. E-commerce there is no limited one. Traditional is limited to the time. E-commerce is 24/7. Traditional is face to face. E-commerce is screen to face. Traditional is limited to particular area. E-commerce is worldwide. Traditional is one-way marketing. E-commerce is one-to-one marketing. Traditional you guys have cash, check, and etc. But in e-commerce you can cash, check, and this Google Pay, Phone Pay, etc. Now this traditional also is coming with the Google Pay and Phone Pay. Traditional instant, but e-commerce it will take time. You have to order today. Now after 1 hour or 2 hours you will get the food. Or 2-3 days you will get the dress. Features of e-commerce is that it is a real-time shopping experience. You can get variety of things, variety of product, variety of companies, variety of branded models. You can use the different apps. You can find out the multi channels are there. Also, you can use that multi channels. Purchaser nowadays anticipate an exceptional easy exchange. If there is an exchange procedure, also you can exchange through online procedure, e-commerce procedure. Big data, that is also called Hadoop strategy, which take care of a great deal of information, capturing the interest of e-commerce on the site. Okay, so that is very important. Customization and personalization. So what are the customer? Those who are the consumer. Customers are converted into consumer or not. You know how to value the customer engagement. Okay, how to convert that customer to consumer. Some different notifications are also essential. How to push them, how to pull them. Okay, the demand procedure is also there, and is globally very cost effective. And Retailer will support this type of omni-channel consumers. Social networking site is very important for this, like for advertisement like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram. Okay. Disadvantage is that it like personal touch. Will not know who is selling. Number 2 is that there may be some in data fraud is there. Fraudency may occur. Number 3 is there may be delay in goods. Another thing after e-commerce is m-commerce. The buying and selling of goods through smart mobile devices. Through mobile you can use, and it will benefit from and recognize the business opportunity in the mobile market. Anywhere, anytime you can purchase. Different apps are there. You will evaluate the different apps. You can make payment from mobile with the different wallet and plastic money in business. They keep transferring money into that particular account. Now another thing is franchising. It may be a PPP mode or also in maybe franchising. The owner of the original business knows that the franchisor in franchise operation sell the right to use the brand to entrepreneur called franchise. In return, the franchise agrees to follow the franchisor business model and to pay the franchise royalty. Benefit there, more capital, no, brand capital investment is there. You'll get better brand product, better management. Okay, and the speed of expansion also will take place. Day-to-day operation will reduce because that is a good brand, and the franchisor will not risk his capital, will not have to sign any lease agreement because there is a main companies there from which have taken the permission, have taken the franchise to set up the business. Logistic and supply chain business. This is also another important sector. It helps in making client and provide the client and different incentives for association partner, and it is especially useful for communicating in terms of time and place. Outsourcing is there, no outsourcing, BPO is there, business process outsourcing the work. जो काम आमे करी परनु से काम आमे बाहर पाउछु from outside India, we're getting the work आमे करी कि तांको दोछु, that is known as BPO. Call center is there. Offshoring कौन? Offshoring is the relocation of a business process from one country to another, typically an operational process such as manufacturing or supporting process such as accounting. Companies based in Western countries like US and UK offshore the business to countries like India. Suppose they are not doing the business there because they're making very human resources are costly. So they are bringing the business to India. The last is the difference between outsourcing and offsourcing. Outsourcing, is the function performed by non-employees. Offsourcing, the function performed by employees. This is very, very important question. Outsourcing is the assignment of business peripheral operation to an external organization. Offshoring refers to the relocation of business process to a different country. Outsourcing focus on core business activity. Offsourcing focus on lower labor cost. Outsourcing is shifting operation to third party, but offshoring is shifting activity to offices. The last one is outsourcing is within and outside the country, but offshoring is from the outside the country. This is about the 4 unit you have in block 1. Any question you have, you can ask. This is BCOC-132, block 1. Today we discussed 4 unit. Unit 1 was introduction to business. Block 1 deals with the name is foundation of Indian business. Unit 2 is for technological innovation and skill development. Unit 3 social responsibility and ethics. And Unit 4 was emerging opportunity in business. Any question if you have asked, you can. Any question if you have, you can ask. Ajit sir. Any question, my student?
No, sir. Thank you.
Ask. Ajit sir, are you there, Ajit sir?
हेलो सर, नमस्ते।
हाँ
सर,
हाँ
असाइनमेंट के लिए जो कल सवाल पूछा था मैंने सर, उसका थोड़ा
असाइनमेंट अजीत सर बोलेंगे।
जी सर, तो कल बोले नहीं सर, तो सर जी
हाँ
ठीक है।
तो अजीत सर, मैं सोच रहा हूँ अगर वो लेफ्ट हो गया है शायद इस काम के लिए, तो अगर कुछ क्वेश्चन नहीं है देन विल एंड द क्लास। इफ यू टेल।
Okay, sir.
ओके। So thank you all, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello. Anyone there?
Hello.
Hi, bro.
प्रसाद भाई.
Hello.
हेलो.
Hi, Prakash.
हाँ भाई प्रसाद.
अच्छा, which language do you
कल भी
speak, bro?
क्लास
Hindi
था
or
क्या?
Hindi, Odia, English? Which language do you
कुछ भी
speak?
बोलो.
Odia, Hindi, Hindi.
हिंदी बोलो ओडिया बोलो समझ में आता है.
अच्छा ठीक है भाई। तो गोटे काम कर, गोटे व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप गोटे क्रिएट कर दियो ना, ମୁଁ क्रिएट କରିଦେବି ଯୋଉଥିରେ ଗୋଟେ ହେଲ୍ପ ହେଇପାରିବ କ'ଣ ନା ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି
हाँ ମୁଁ ବି
କ୍ଲାସ୍
ସେୟା
ବି
ଭାବୁଥିଲି
ମିସ୍।
କି ଆମ ଗ୍ରୁପ
ଗୋଟେ ମିନିଟ୍ ଭାଇ,
ମାନେ
ରାସ୍ତାରେ
କିଛି ବି ଇଏ ଆସିବ ବେଳେ ସମସ୍ତେ ପୁରା ଜାଣିପାରିବେ ନା.
ହଁ ବିଲକୁଲ, ଯେମିତି କିଛି ଆସାଇନମେଣ୍ଟ ହେଲା ମୁଁ ତମକୁ କହିପାରିଲି, ମୁଁ କିଛି ଜାଣିଲେ ତମେ ମତେ କହିଦବ।
ହଁ ଯିଏ ବି ଜାଣିଲା ତ ସେଥିରେ କମ ସେ କମ ଇଏ କରିଦେଲେ ସବୁ ପିଲା ଜାଣିପାରିବେ.
ବିଲକୁଲ ବିଲକୁଲ, ସେଇଟା ମୁଁ କିଛି କହୁଥିଲି। ଠିକ ଅଛି, ଆଜି ତ ଫାଷ୍ଟ
ଆଚ୍ଛା
କାହିଁକି ନା
ମୁଁ କହୁଥିଲି କି ଆଜି ଫାଷ୍ଟ କ୍ଲାସ ଥିଲା ନା କାଲି କଣ ଥିଲା?
ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି, ମୋର ଅଫିସ ଟାଇମ ରହିଯାଉଛି। ମୁଁ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ଜବ୍ କରୁଛି ବାଙ୍ଗାଲୋରରେ।
ଓହୋ ତମେ ଏବେ ବାଙ୍ଗାଲୋରରୁ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟ କ୍ଲାସ କରୁଛ?
ନା ନା, ଏବେ ପଳେଇ ଆସିଛି ଓଡିଶା, ମାସେ ହେଲା ଏବେ ଆସିଛି, ଏଠି ଅଛି ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରରେ।
ଓହୋ ଆଚ୍ଛା ଯେ କହୁଥିଲି ଯେ ଏଇଟା କୋଉ ମାନେ ଯେମିତି କଲେଜ ଯୋଉ ଆଗରୁ ଯୋଉ ମାନେ କ୍ଲାସେସ ର ସିଡ୍ୟୁଲ ଦେଇଥିଲେ
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ସେଟା ମାନେ କଲେଜ ହିସାବରେ ଦେଇଥିଲେ କି ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଆମର ଯୋଉ BCOC-132 ଯୋଉ କ୍ଲାସେସ ହଉଛି
ହଁ
ସେଇଟା ମାନେ ସବୁ କଲେଜରେ ଗୋଟେ ସେମ୍?
ନାଇଁ, ଗୋଟେ ସିଲାବସ ଅନୁଯାୟୀ ଆମର ଷ୍ଟଡିଟା, ଷ୍ଟଡି ସେଣ୍ଟର ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ରହିବା କଥା। ତମେ କୋଉ ଆଡ୍ରେସ ଦେଇଥିଲ?
ମୁଁ ଏଇଟା ଦେଇଥିଲି ରାଉରକେଲା।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଠିକ ଅଛି ଭାଇ। ଯେମିତି ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ଦେଇଥିଲି ଆମର ବିଜେପି କଲେଜ। ତ
ହଁ
ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ଯୋଉ କ୍ଲାସ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆରସି ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ହିଁ, ମତଲବ ମାନେ ଯିଏ ବି
ହଁ
ଅର୍ଗାନାଇଜ
ହଁ
କରୁ।
ସେ ଯାହା ବି ହଉ ଆରସି ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ଅଣ୍ଡରରେ ଯାଉଛି ସେଟା।
ଆରସି ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର ଅଣ୍ଡରରେ ଯାଉଛି। ତ ଆମର ମେ ବି ଯୋଉ
ତ ଆମର
ଏକ୍ସାମ ସେଣ୍ଟର
ସ୍ପେସିଫିକ୍
ହବ
ସେମିତି
ସେଇଟା
ନାହିଁ ତ?
ଅଲଗା ହବ। ହଁ। ଆଚ୍ଛା ଠିକ ଅଛି, ଗୋଟେ କାମ କର, ଏଠି ଗୋଟେ ଦେଖ ଆମର ଗୋଟେ ଅପସନ ଅଛି। ତମ ନମ୍ବର ଟା ଏଠି ଇଏ କରିଦିଅ, ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ଗ୍ରୁପ କ୍ରିଏଟ କରିବି। ଆଉ ଯଦି କିଏ ଅଛନ୍ତି ବି ତାଙ୍କୁ କାଲି ସେୟାର କରିଦବା।
ହଁ ସେଇ
ଏଠି ଗୋଟେ ଦେଖ,
ମେସେଜ
info
ସେୟାର କରିଦେବ।
ଏଠି ଯାଇ ଗୋଟେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ
ହେଲେ
ନମ୍ବରଟା।
ମୋ ନମ୍ବରଟା କୋଉଠି ସେୟାର କରିବି କେମିତି?
ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ, ଗୋଟେ କୋଉଠି ମୋବାଇଲରେ ଲଗ୍ଇନ୍ କରିଛନ୍ତି ନା ଲାପଟପ୍?
ହଁ ଏଇଟା ମୋବାଇଲ ଲାଗିଛି।
ଠିକ ଅଛି, ଗୋଟେ ହ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡ ସିମ୍ବଲ ଅଛି ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ।
ହୁଁ।
ହଁ ବାସ୍, ହ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡ ସିମ୍ବଲ ସାଇଡରେ ଗୋଟେ 3 ଡଟ୍ ଅଛି ଦେଖ, ମୋର ଅପସନ ପାଇଁ।
हाँ कॉल मैसेज।
नहीं मैम, हम भुवनेश्वर से हैं और ये भाई राउरकेला से शायद। हाँ ठीक है। अच्छा ठीक ଅଛି, ସେଠି ଦେଖ
कौन ऐड कोई
ଇନକମ୍।
ऐड है?
ହଁ ସେଠି ନମ୍ବର ଦେଇଦିଅ।
इन कॉल मैसेज ना?
ହୁଁ।
अच्छा ମୋ ନାଁ ନା ପ୍ରକାଶ ନୁହେଁ, ମୋ ନାଁ ହଉଛି ଦେବାଶିଷ ମଣ୍ଡଲ। ଏଇଟା
ଓକେ
ଗୋଟେ ମୋ
ଦେବାଶ୍,
ୟୁଟ୍ୟୁବ ଆଇଡି ଥିଲା ବୋଲିକି ସେଟା।
ଓକେ ଓକେ, ଠିକ ଅଛି ଦେନ୍। ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ମୁଁ କ୍ଲାସ ତ ଆଟେଣ୍ଡ କରିପାରିବିନି, ମୋ ଅଫିସ ରହୁଛି 10 to 7।
ମୋର ତ ଆଜି ଛୁଟି ଥିଲା ବୋଲି ମୁଁ ବି ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ପାର୍ଟ ଟାଇମ ଜବ୍ କରୁଛି। ମୋର ଇଭିନିଂ ଟାଇମିଂରେ ଜବ୍ ଥାଏ ଏଇଟା।
ଆଚ୍ଛା।
ତ ଫିର ବି ଆଉ କିଏ ଆଡ୍ ହେଇଗଲେ ତ କମ ସେ କମ କିଛି ହେଲ୍ପ ଜଣା ପଡିବ।
ହଁ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ମୁଁ ବି ଗୋଟେ କୋର୍ସ ଅନ୍ୟ କୋର୍ସ ମାନେ ଗୋଟେ କରିକି ଜବ୍ ମୋର ହେଇଯାଇଛି ଅଲରେଡି, ମାନେ କିଛି ଟେନସନ ନାହିଁ। କିନ୍ତୁ ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ କରିଦେଲା ପରେ ମୁଁ MBA ଉପରେ ଟ୍ରାଏ ଫୋକସ କରିବି ତ।
ହଁ
ହଁ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି କଣ
ବେଟର
ହେଲା
ମାନେ
କି, ମାନେ ମୋ ବିକମ୍ ମାନେ ଫାଇନାଲ ଇୟର ଥିଲା, ମୋ ଜବ୍ ଲାଗି ଯାଇଥିଲା। ମୁଁ ଜବ୍ କଲି ତ ଫାଇନାଲ ଏକ୍ଜାମ ଦେଇ ହେଲାନି। ତ ସେଇଟା ପାଇଁ ମୋର ଷ୍ଟଡିରେ ନାହିଁ, ଖାଲି ମୋର ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷରେ ଫୋକସ କରିବାର ଅଛି, ଖାଲି ଏକ୍ଜାମ ଦେଇକି ଖାଲି ସାର୍ଟିଫିକେଟ ହାତକୁ ଆସିବାର ଅଛି।
ହଁ ସେମିତି ତ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ଅଛି। କିଛି କିଛି ସମସ୍ତେ ଇଗ୍ନୋର ଯୋଉମାନେ କରିଛନ୍ତି ସମସ୍ତେ କିଛି ନା କିଛି କୋଉଠି ମାନେ ଜଡିତ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଅଲଗା କିଛି।
ହଁ ସେଇଆ।
ସେ ନମ୍ବର ଟା ଦେଲି ପାଇଲ କି?
8327307070।
ଆଉ ଜଣେ ଇଏ ଅଛନ୍ତି, ଇଏ ବି କଣ
हाय प्रिय।
ତମ ଜାଣିଛ?
असाइनमेंट तो नहीं बनाया हमने, हम भी आज ही ज्वाइन हुए हैं इसमें। अगर चाहे तो एक काम करो, अपना नंबर यहाँ पे व्हाट्सएप पे नंबर आप दे दो, हम एक ग्रुप बनाते हैं, फिर उसमें डिस्कस करेंगे, मतलब कुछ भी अपडेट आता है।
ଇଏ ବି ରାଉରକେଲାରେ ବୋଧେ ଜଣା ପଡୁଛନ୍ତି।
शायद। कुछ ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ଗ୍ରୁପ ବନା
अच्छा असाइनमेंट बना लिया असाइनमेंट आज ही तो फर्स्ट क्लास चला असाइनमेंट कौन देती
असाइनमेंट ମୁଁ actually ଜାଣିନି କଣ ପ୍ରୋସେସ କଣ actually
अच्छा यहाँ पर ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ଅଛି 5ଟାରେ ଜଏନ୍ କରିବେ ଚାଲ
actually ହଁ ମୁଁ ଟ୍ରାଏ କରିବି ଅଧା ଯାଏଁ ତାପରେ actually ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ବାହାରକୁ ଆସିଛି ମୋର
ନହେଲେ
ଆଜି
ଲେଫ୍ଟ ହେଇଯିବ
ସଣ୍ଡେ
ଆଉ କଣ
ହଁ କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ ମୁଁ ଖାଲି ଗୋଟେ ଗ୍ରୁପ କ୍ରିଏଟ୍ କରିଦଉଛି ହେଲା ଗୋଟେ ତାପରେ ସେଠି ଯିଏ ବି ହେବ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଇନଭାଇଟ୍ କରୁଛି
ओके ओके लेफ्ट कली ମୁଁ ସେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲାସରେ ଜଏନ୍ ହବା
ଗୋଟେ ମିନିଟ୍ ରହିଯାଅ ଗୋଟେ ମିନିଟ୍ ମୁଁ ଖାଲି ଗୋଟେ ଗ୍ରୁପଟା ଖାଲି କ୍ରିଏଟ୍ କରିଦିଏ
ତମେ କୋଉ ଲାଇନରେ ଜବ୍ କରୁଛ ବାଙ୍ଗାଲୋରରେ
ମୋର ଲଜିଷ୍ଟିକ୍ ଭାଇ ହେଇ ଆସିଗଲା ହଁ ମାନେ ଫାଇନାନ୍ସ ସେକ୍ଟରରେ ଥିଲି ଯେ କିନ୍ତୁ କୋଭିଡ ପରେ ଜବ୍ ଛାଡ଼ି ଦେଇଥିଲେ କିନ୍ତୁ ମୋ ଟିମରେ ଭ୍ୟାକେନ୍ସି ନାହିଁ ଏବେ
କୋଭିଡରେ ତ ବହୁତ ଲୋକଙ୍କର ଜବ୍ ଗଲା କୁହନି
ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ଆମର ଟ୍ରକିଂ ପ୍ଲାଟଫର୍ମ ବ୍ଲାକ୍ ବକ୍ ଜିଙ୍କା ଲଜିଷ୍ଟିକ୍ ମାନେ କମ୍ପାନୀ ବହୁତ ବଡ଼ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ ବି ଆଣ୍ଠିଏ ପଡ଼ିଲୁ ଲାଷ୍ଟ
ସତ କଥା ତ ଯେତେ ବଡ଼ ବଡ଼ ସବୁ ମାନେ କମ୍ପାନୀ ଆଫେକ୍ଟ ପଡ଼ିଛି ଆଉ କ'ଣ କରିବା
ମୁଁ କ'ଣ କହିଲି ଦେବାଶିଷ ନା
ହଁ
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଏଠି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଗୋଟେ ଆଡ୍ କରିଦେଇଛି ତାପରେ ମୁଁ ଆପଣ ଇଏ କରିଦେଉଛି ଯଦି କିଏ ଫ୍ରେଣ୍ଡ ବି ମିଳିବେ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଆଡ୍ କରିଦେବେ ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି
ଆଚ୍ଛା
ଆଡ୍ କରିଦେଇଛି ଚେକ୍ କର
ହଁ ଠିକ୍ ମୁଁ ପାଇଲି ହଁ
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆଚ୍ଛା ହଉ ସେଇଟା ଇଏ କର ଆଟେଣ୍ଡ କର କିଛି ଯଦି ଅପଡେଟ୍ ହେଲା ମତେ ଜଣେଇବ ଆଉ ଯଦି ମୁଁ କିଛି ହେଲେ